Hey, Shalom, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Taught us this true citation on Yakin, pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson on 5 nigga woman Sudanese after being turned away. And I don't know why in the picture they showing look like California palm trees and shit. Because this happened nowhere near California. Excuse me. So it says, according to the NY Daily News friends, Daniela Bonhomme, she's probably a Levite. Tatiana Poulard, Levite. Just looking at the last names. Monique Kernan. Selena Sakasa, so she's probably a Northern tribe. And Quantavia, look at these fucked up ass names. Quantavia Grant, a nigga woman, or Benji, were traveling through Pennsylvania from New York when they stopped at Denny's in the small town of Bloomsburg, which I've been to this town. I remember one time I went to a NFL game in Pennsylvania, and I went with my cousin. This is years back, like when I first got in the truth. This had been like 2010, 2011. And I remember I met these Edomite, which I believe they were Israelite foreigners. They're like Irish women, but they look like they had the Edomite look, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever. I remember me and my cousin, they just pulled up on us and we met them, exchanged numbers, and, we kicked it for a little bit, right? And she was from this town. It's like in the mountains of Pennsylvania, like central Pennsylvania. Like no Jakes lived there. When I say no Jakes, at least back then. So it says on November 19th, which is recent, about a week ago, the 5 women filed a federal civil rights lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. They were humiliating, denied seating and service at the Denny's in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, simply because of the color of their skin. All right, so, you just had the incident in Virginia where a nigga woman were asked to leave, a restaurant because some other nigga woman was fighting. So, hey, man, the scriptures don't lie when it says, you woman's gonna lament for the teats. Thy lover shall despise thee. Who's your lover, man? Esau, man. Going back to the Gardanian pact, man. All right, and so forth. So, we witnessing the downfall of Eve and Esau together. They're going down simultaneously, but of course, Eve is gonna get the brunt of it first, right? Because she's on the bottom. Even though she's placed above us in this society, she's below the Edomite male, okay? And guess what? With AI, he no longer needs Keisha, all right? So, you Eves that's been living lavishly, working these little office jobs, white collar jobs, nursing jobs, real estate jobs, all that shit, you about to lose it all, man. You've been living high on the hog for a long time, and now the chickens are coming home to roost, man. Nobody wants to deal with Eve, man. Like, no one wants to see Eve. When you see a single mother, I'm just saying it from an Edomite perspective. When you see a single mother with like 5 baby kids, 4 or 5 baby kids moving in your neighborhood, there goes the neighborhood, This is no order. There's no male in the house, no structure. No honor. All right. See tattoos, weaves, piercings, loudmouth Eve. You got certain Eves out there that's more in the right spirit, though. I met a few of them, man. Not all you Eves are god awful. You know what I'm saying? Not all you Eves are god awful. But you got certain Eves out there, they soft spoken, they feminine. Like I actually know one, but guess what? Her mom's appears to be a Edomite or Israelite foreigner. She looks like a so-called white woman. So, hey, for you brothers out there, if you're dealing with Eve, make sure that her mom is not a nigga woman, man. That's my advice to you, man. And like it ain't nothing wrong dealing with Eve, but make sure the mom is not a nigga woman, man. Make sure the mom is a Latina woman or Native American or even or Edomite, Israelite foreigner, so forth, man. Because they tend to have they carry themselves with a little bit more dignity, man, than Shaquisha, Quantavia. Quantavia probably came in there loud as hell. Especially, I'm from New York. You know how you got certain New Yorkers, they got that everywhere they go outside I'm from New York. You can't do this. I'm from New York. So, these call all y'all by Shem Yahweh Shai. The scripture says, you know, a man that liveth, I might get it, a man that liveth to see the downfall of his enemy, man. I'm like super recharged up, man. I just took a quick 15, 20-minute nap. Feeling good. Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and a 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, which we're not getting in this society. I mean, because that goes to show that even our children, for the most part, man, if you're an Israelite male, they've been given to the mother in this society, especially if things don't work out. That co-parenting shit, that's a thing of the past, man. Or if your brother still with your baby mama, your significant other, I count yourself blessed, because most of the time that shit don't work in this society. It's set up, it's designed for it not to work. So a man that have joy of his children, right? So that makes the Lord happy, right? And even in a society, you really don't have joy over your children because you're constantly working, man. Make sure your children have a roof over their head. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Hey, scripture says, she that is my enemy. So not only Esau, you so-called black woman, man, we seeing their fall, man. Yeah, you can do these lawsuits, but y'all going through y'all humiliation ritual right now. You just had it with the whole food stamps thing, which that's not over and done with. That's going to be revisited, early 2026. Okay. So, hey, man, scripture says, she that is my enemy. So, you the epitome of our enemy. You done, committed to all types of abortions, all types of atrocities. You done chose the white man, the Edomite male, right, over your own. You go to his universities, you follow his doctrines, you wear his hair, you doing the bidding of the devil, man. All right. Which me personally, like I said, there's certain Eves that be in the right spirit, not all your Eves are horrible. I know a couple of Eves that's, they got, even though they got their shit with them, every time I see them, they just show love. So, and, we just reciprocate it, All right. So now we seeing the fall of Esau, right? Because, the majority of the Edomite women, they fantasize over Jake, right? And, man, Esau, only reason why your woman wants you is because, your insurance policy, or your father has 30 properties and so forth. There's tangible reasons, right? But other than that, your woman don't want you. Okay? Your woman don't want your ass. And that's fine, because the good looking ones, Which a majority of the Edomite women do look decent, right? They like sixes and up majority. So majority of them gonna be concubines, man. All right, we gonna have a Hamitic woman in the field in the kingdom of heaven. You know, a lot of the Moabite women. You know, so forth, man. All right, and these natural heathens, these natural Gentiles ain't gonna make it, man. As you got this new demon going around of people saying that they can make it. What the fuck you mean they can make it? They on top still. I don't see no. For you niggas that's pushing them doctrines, man, name one Gentile that gave you 10,000, 20,000. You know, that you could just call at the drop of a hat. None, man. So I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? I know I'm going off topic, but hey, man, in a sense, Eve is a heathen, man. The 2/3 Eve is a heathen, man. So we seeing the fall of Keisha, man. All right. Yeah, because they was going in Denny's in the Edomite town. Like I said, I've been there before, way many moons ago, like about 2011, about 15 years ago. I used to go to that city. It's about a couple hours north of Philly. It says 1 Corinthians 5:11, but now I have written unto you not to keep company, and if any man that's called a brother be a fornicator or covetous or an idolater or a railer or a drunkard or an extortioner, with such one know not to eat. So hey, that you can apply that to these 2/3 niggas and Esau, man. All those are characteristics of Esau, because the scripture says ye of your father the devil. All right, I believe Shai said that. The Lord said that, man. So these 2/3, they have their father, so-called white man. All right, that's why they carnal as hell. They draw swords. They commit adultery. They enter all types of philia, necros, worshiping the dead, so forth, man. Idol worship. That's everything. All characteristics of the devil, man. Okay. And that's Esau, man. And Eve, man. All right. So you ain't supposed to be sitting eating with them, man. They could have poisoned that. That could have been a blessing. They told them not to. Y'all not welcome. Cause they could have poisoned your ass. But you know, hey, the 2/3, they thinking it's 2025, 2026. You still got racism? Come on. Nah, man, they not raised like you are. They not raised to accept everybody like you niggas are, man. All right. So Eve, you in a time of lamentations, man. You in a time of mourning. You in a time of getting ready to lose it all, you know. Overnight. Isaiah 32:9. Cause you wicked Eves, when the Lord do away with this social media as we know it today, you know, you're gonna lose all your little delusionary power that you have. Even this brick gate lady that lied about getting hit with a brick, that big booty Somalian bitch. You know, but I believe she's a Jake. You know, she looked like a Somalian from the head up, but I believe she's a Jake. You know, hey, her sentencing was a little bit of time in jail, maybe 6 months to a year or two or whatever. And when she get out, she's banned from social media for 10 years, man. Which that's a whole nother lesson in itself, man. So that's for you people in the world, that's a cruel punishment, because y'all live, breathe, shit, drink, pray, social media, man. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years, and that goes into days above a year. That's where Esau get his felony sentencing guidelines. A year and a day. Shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So these simps ain't gonna come and save you. You know, it's a whole gender war that's been going on since about 2020 to now, where most of these niggas don't even want to deal with you, American hoes. Most of these niggas call themselves passport bros. You know, So they don't even want to deal with you nigga woman, man. Like the average nigga woman, unless they like got a super fat ass or, little baddie features, unless they like about an 8 and up, you know. Majority of these women, niggas don't, approach them on the streets or in the gym or, in their day-to-day routine. Their DMs might be litty. Cause some old nigga from 10 years ago wanna get another taste of the box, get another sample. But like, hey, if you're not an exceptionally good looking woman, man, you don't get that. Not too many niggas gonna say something. And even then, you got certain baddies that don't get hollered at. It depends on the city, depends on the market, right? So it's a you women are losing terribly, man. So I'm gonna end it there. Till next time, shalom.